down 72%. The stock market collapses by 46%. That same day, by coincidence, there's a power blackout across the whole country. The day comes to be known as Black Friday. Now, if you look at it, what happened that Friday in November 1997 was the start of the death of the Zimbabwe dollar. The currency never recovered. And now to another November, this time in 2004. What do we find? The Cholocho Declaration of November 18, 2004. This is when a number of ZANU-PF chairmen met at Dinyane School in Cholocho. They decided they want Emerson Mnangagwa to be the new VP. Mnangagwa gets the support of the majority of provinces, but you know how this goes. The game changed real quick. Mujuru instead ended up winning the VP post. 10 years later, in 2004, it was Mujuru's turn to be on the back foot, and it was also in November. Mujuru was accused of a lot of stuff. She was accused of trying to kill Mugabe, accused of corruption, she was accused of witchcraft, she was even accused of wearing a short skirt. Kamini. ZANU-PF changed the law so that only Mugabe could pick senior party leaders. They would not be voted in like before. There would be just one center of power, we were told. By the time Congress rolled up that December, Mujuru was out. And then the most dramatic November of them all, November 2017. Now show me one political analyst who tells you that they saw this coming, and I'll show you a liar. Who can forget the interface rallies? We saw all the drama. And then that final rally in Bulawayo when Grace was booed. Mugabe got really mad. He threatened to fire his deputies. And sure enough, just 2 days later, ED had been fired and he was on his way to Mozambique. He told us, "I'll be back to lead you in 2 weeks." We laughed at him. But then we saw military tanks rolling into town on the 14th of November. Was this a military exercise? Were they going for training? Then SB Moyo came onto our screens before dawn the next day. He told us that they were targeting criminals around the president. It was all happening too fast for all of us to process. The same ZANU-PF people who voted to remove Mnangagwa just a week earlier, all of a sudden are telling us that they want him back as their president. The same people that endorsed Mugabe just a few days back now suddenly plan to impeach him. It was all confusing. On November 18, we see that big march, Operation Restore Legacies, in full swing. And on November 21, MPs gathered to impeach Mugabe. Now, while they're doing this, a letter comes. The speaker reads it. Mugabe has resigned. Wild celebrations on the streets. And on November 24, ED is inaugurated as our new president. We've had a lot of crazy Novembers before, but for our generation, this was the craziest of them all. It's been a year now since those dramatic events. A lot has gone down since November last year. We've had a lot of changes. We've had elections. The economy is in a tight spot. We've had some progress, but we've also had a lot of regrets. But this is where we all are. We are midway through November now. There are rumors of divisions behind the scenes. Some are predicting some more November drama. Will this happen? Well, nobody knows.